Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday Slow Stitch with Rita. I'm working on block 2 of the hashtag the just because quilt. I almost forgot what I was doing. So I decided with this yellow, and then I found these this yellowish gold color that went pretty well with this. Now I wasn't planning to put yellow in here, but I don't see anything wrong with it. I might try to find a little more yellow that I in an embroidery or something. So all I'm doing here is just putting in these pieces underneath. I don't know if I want. Somebody complained about my hands moving too much, so I guess I need to slow it down. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense when people complain about something like that when you're working on a project. I don't know if you can even see me because I am just hoping for the best. I decided to turn my camera a totally different way and just see what happens. So I hope you can see me. I would love to be able to figure out how to get my camera to go up on my TV, and then I could just glance over and see if I'm in screen or that kind of thing. So right now I'm just doing some safety pin holding down the fabric. And I don't know, every time I do these, I'm like, okay, do I want to stitch a decorative stitch? I don't know, or seed stitch, or I never know what I'm going to do. Of course, I just do it as I go, so maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Just do what I can, or what I think. I kind of like that piece of lace there, just to break this up. I put this in here, and we'll have our antennas out here. I don't think this is going to work here because it's very... Let me see where I've got that pinned in. So I did this the other day, fairly quickly. I should have taken more time. Kind of want to cover the raw edges of the... Oh, darn it, that's not the right size. Let's skip that piece. Let's do... So I can get this one in here. I realized too, if I put the wings on, because like I said, I want to do a butterfly in each block. If I put the wings on first, then I can fill and not have to use the whole background. I have to cover the whole background with fabric that I could be using in another. We could put that down there. Okay, let me find something up there. What I got here? That's kind of got... I'm not sure how long I need to go out here, because that's the end of my batting, and I think that's as far as I want to go. I have to get my tape measure and measure. Let's see. I don't want to cover up those flowers. But I've got to get... Okay, let's do it this way. That way I can get those in there. This up there. But I have to remember that the wings are gonna... I need to be able to show so you can see the wings. Actually, I think we could maybe just put like a... No, I don't want to stitch over lace. That's pretty though. Where can I... Stick that under there. It's kind of pretty. I just hate losing all the I don't like to lose anything on this. So, but it is a straight line. Let's try something else that's not so, maybe do it this way, and that way it doesn't take away from the lace up there. Just a nice little touch. Now I wanted to put some pieces of embroidery, but I don't have a lot of embroidery pieces. In fact, I have some of these smaller pieces. Cross stitch. See, that's really pretty there, which this is stained up pretty good, but I was going to say that could make a great little project bag. Yeah, so I don't want to get rid of that for that reason. Maybe I'll do that next. It looks like that would be pretty. Okay, let's see what's in this one. It's got a lot of blue, but here's bits of yellow. So I don't even really know where I want to put it. Okay, I'm going to have to wait. I just can't picture where I should put it. I did, this one, I had a vintage iron-on, and I stitched around it, and I thought that might be kind of nice there to break up that. Darkness right there. Yeah, I like that. I'm almost sure you guys can't see me. I don't know how to basically I think I need to get the camera higher. I could put some of this in here, but I think your eye would just jump right over there and look at it. I've got this, which again, your eye would jump to it. You know, it's like I can't have all my fabric here piled up. I have to be selective. Now see, this is nice because it does have some of that yellow, so I could place that. Okay, let's put some up here. Yeah, I don't think you can see me there. Okay, put some up here. Make sure I can. should show you all the bags that I finished for my nieces. I keep forgetting that they're finished. I got onto this Just Because quilt. I couldn't wait to get started, and it took over. Okay, I think I might go in with the basting stitch the way Corrine did hers, because it will be hold this and I don't have to worry about all the pins. Even though the straight pins are nice because you don't get stuck, but they get in your way either way. Okay, so then I think I'm going to go down at this side and just put a piece of this. How could I lose my scissors? They were just in my hand. All right, so we use this here, and it's not a lot of the yellow. Cat's over there making noise. Well, I'm not crazy about that right there. I mean, the size, not the color. Just, that's a little better. I think it was just too big. Okay, what other spaces do I have empty? I think this will be cut in this area, so I don't have to worry about this part. Pin it down. I'm going to pin this on here, but I'll probably take it off when I'm stitching. And then I'll stitch it on after I get everything laid down. Nice. Okay, so we have this corner up here, which I don't know why I can't get you guys on screen all the way. I think it's because they don't put the camera in the middle of, I mean, the camera in the middle of the phone. It's off to the side, and I always forget that I have to think about that. Need something in there, and I don't want it too dark, because I want to I think this is too dark. And let's see if we do something with this cream tones and these kind of golden, which you really can't even see, but now that's on the it's like I don't want to just cut it straight across. I'm going to cut it straight across right here because can use it somewhere else if I don't use it here. Okay, the flowers to go the other way. Okay. Well, I think something's going to go up there. Maybe just a little hunk of this. Just to break it up a little bit. I like that. And I hope I keep that, because if I cut it, it could be a big waste. Leave it a little long so it won't. Okay, so now I have this place up here. Okay, so I think that's gonna, I might iron this and make it look a little more vintage, because I had to wash out the ink, which I didn't think was gonna come out, but it pretty much did. You know, I just wanted to do a few minutes of it. But, okay. So now, I'm looking to see if you can see. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can't lift the camera up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, maybe you can see a little better. All right, so the only other thing is, right now, I just have to kind of decide what I want to put around the butterflies, like what color of thread. I don't know if I want to do a pink around it, and I don't want to do, I don't think, a goldish color. I could just, I would like it to stand out though. You know, I want, because there's so much going on, you want the butterfly to pop out. So let's see. Let me look over here for a second. Got like this bright yellow. Kind of, I mean, it's not bright. Not lemon bright. Sorry about the crinkling. I apologize. I meant to dump these in another basket. I don't know. That kind of looks nice. It really does show, which would be nice. And then if I add this in, you know, other places, it'll all pick up. All right, so I think I'm going to try something with that. And the first thing I need to do is do the basting stitches. And you guys have probably all seen it, but I'm going to stop the video here because I want to take this in my other room with my cutter where I have more space and take this down to where it's the right size. See, I'm so used to making quilts that everything is all lined up for you, and you don't quilt until the end, which I'm not going to quilt. I'm going to put a backing on here and then go back and do the canther stitch. That's my plan. Okay, I'm just wiggling my fingers. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm going to stop and I'm going to do the basting, and then I will come back and we'll see how far I got. I think I'll use some of this yellow to go around. Sorry. And if it doesn't work, I'll know and I'll take it out. All right, so I'll be back in just some second for you. Okay, I'm back. It's another day. I still have that frog. Just kidding. I don't know if I showed you, this is kind of what I've ended up with on the first block. Just adding some buttons down this lace piece and sewed on some little doily things and appliques. I'm going to do more, I think. I just have to find something that catches my eye and think that it would go on this one as well. I've just kind of come to a standstill on it, but still need to do other kind of stitching. So far I've only got the quilting type stitching, but I want to do some other stuff. So I'm going to leave that over here. Then this is what I've been doing on, and I hope you can see it because I changed my camera again. I think it's just that this is so big I can't seem to get the whole thing in. But so this butterfly is on, and I did start to do hold on, let me turn off my phone because it'll probably ring. The blanket stitch around here, and then I'm going to do the blanket stitch around here, and I'm using this yellow color. I don't think it has a name or anything, but it's from the packet I got at Amazon. It looks, I think it looks pretty nice in there. It's hard to tell on camera, I'm sure that. And if you want to see closer up, you know, just zoom in your iPad or camera or whatever you can to get a closer look, because I have to have the camera up big enough tall enough in order to see the whole thing. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I did start to baste it on here, and then I got to a point and I'm like, oh, that's crooked, and then I couldn't change it because everything was basted down. So I went back to my safety pin the way I used to do it, because see here, I was able to remove all the pins in there. It doesn't take too long to get things stitched down so that you can remove the pins. And then I was wondering if I should use like some of this burgundy to do stitches in this area. And it just seems unusual to me. It doesn't seem like I'm doing, you know, the patchwork. It's just kind of a background. So I don't know. But let me, let's see. I left this here because I'm afraid I'll lose it, and then I won't have it when I need it. So I'm gonna then I'll just stick it on here for a minute. I was trying to decide, like, what elements can I put somewhere. So I told you my phone would ring. It's ringing over there. And I have to remember that this part here too along the edges is going into the seam. But I may have to do like Corrine now that I'm working on this, because I cut this down and it's going to shrink up. So I don't know what size it's going to be. So I think I'll wait and get all my pieces finished And then I will take them all, size them all the same size. Otherwise, they're not going to go together. And then combine them together. So I could do, you know, this in with, by whip stitching the batting in there. Okay, so let's see. I have a needle. It's not threaded. I feel like something else I wanted to share with you, and I can't think of what it is. I probably won't be able to thread this, but I thought I'd just take a few more minutes on this video to stitch a little bit. Are we not going to thread it? Okay, there we go. My needle is smaller than it should be, but I like this size of a needle. I can work so much better with it. So, not here. I thought maybe I'd try to do, I have it somewhere. Well, here's some. I thought I might try some, you know, ribbon daisies or something. I've never done any ribbon work, and I thought that might be fun. I could always do yo-yos, you know, there's always room for that. These would be, something like that would be cute in these little corners up here of the butterfly. So let me just crunch this up in my hand. I'll start down here. And now try to keep my stitches smaller, because I tend to start off small and then it gets bigger and bigger. Keep that behind. Do the blanket stitch like so. I enjoy this in the evening, to sit in my chair and just stitch around. This is kind of big and it is kind of floppy, so it's kind of been hard to keep all the pieces in place. But I found that basting them for me was not good, because I could not move the pieces without cutting all the basting that it was attached to. But everybody has their own preference, and if yours, you know, if you don't have that issue, there's no worries, right? Then I thought maybe I shouldn't do butterflies on all of them. See, I'm getting bigger already. It's the 1/4 inch thing. I have been doing a 1/4 inch so long that it always ends up to be that 1/4 inch. I thought about maybe doing like a rabbit in one of the panels, a bird in one of the panels. I don't have to have all butterflies, because I also realized that on that first block and this block, the butterflies aren't really lined up, because I just eyeballed it. That's what it's all about. If I have to sit and measure like I used to in old quilting, my regular quilting days, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to be everything to be so perfect that I can't just enjoy what it is. It is slow stitching, but and next week, I think, well, next week I'll show what progress I've made on these, on the panel, on this block too, because I should have a couple weeks of time. And then I'm going to see what other kind of project I can work on. I want to make a needle case, and I know you guys think that's like everybody's made one, but the one I saw on Pinterest is quite different. It's called I think it's called like a needle pie. So it's round and it looks like a pie shape. And you label it and put your needles in it. But I just thought it was kind of cool. I used to section off all my needles on my pin cushion. It's the same concept like this one here. See, I had back stitching, I had hand piecing, embroidery, applique. That was just extra small. I don't know what I used it for, but I used to have them all separate, and I would just, whatever project I was working on, I knew where the needle was, and now I don't. I just am losing needles and can't find them, and so I want a section for cross stitch, and this piece here, I need to like get it under more. I need to pin it here too, because I do cross stitch and I need a spot for that. I need a spot for the chenille needles. I don't know what these are called. These are 22 or 24, I guess, tapestry. These are what I use for wool applique. We have a needle for everything, don't we? So I'm just going to go down in here. Stitch that off, which I didn't leave a tail big enough to wrap it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere in this batting. I love this batting. It's so easy to stitch through. And it really does flatten out. You know, it looks very puffy, but when you get done, I don't know if you can see on this one, but once you get done stitching, look at it's just real flat. And it's going to be very warm, so I may use it this winter in my room, covering up my legs. Alrighty, so and I guess that's about it. And I got to keep this all pushed, you know, keep moving it so that it's not going to pucker in the inside. I don't know if you guys have the issues with that, but I do. And if you are, maybe this will help you work it out. Like this one here is sort of a buckly already. And I have to get that stitched in there around here to hold that in place. And I can take that out. I'm just sort of rambling here. I don't, oops. And see, I could put my needle in my pin keep if I get a pin keep. And I just have to keep everything together. I have it spread all over the house. Just wondering, what do I have that I can put on this one? Maybe something down here, because this is kind of empty. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, and then I've got a butterfly, but I don't know if I want a butterfly on it. Although it's kind of cute up there. It's actually kind of cute on that. I know I have more butterflies. I'm not sure where they are though. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where they, I know they're here somewhere, but I don't know where. So then we'll put the antennas out here. So I'm thinking of if anybody has any ideas on some other kind of things that I can put, you know, naturey things, butterflies, birds, things that I can cut out and make it not too realistic, but you know what I mean? But Corinne did that one little bunny, and I love that little bunny she did. And I thought, well, that would be cute. And then maybe, what else would be easy? Maybe some sort of big flower would be easy. I could still use the big fabrics, but I could do petals, you know, coming around like this from the center with big flowers on each one. That might be nice. Can't offhand think of anything else, but I don't think I want heart or that kind of thing. I think a bumblebee would be too hard to work out, but I can do 2 birds and 2 butterflies, 2 flowers, even 3 flowers. We need 12. And if these don't all fit in a quilt, then I'll be making a bunch of tote bags, I think. Or pillow covers. Yeah, we can always cover a pillow with one of these. They probably sell for a lot of money. You know, in one of those little cute little shops where you go and it costs a fortune to buy anything there. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I probably feel like I've wasted some of your time, but I will be back in the next Sunday and we'll do something a little different. I hope I can get that pin cushion thing figured out, the needle case figured out, so we can work on that. It should be pretty easy. It's basically a circle, but I thought we could embellish it. So, alrighty, we'll see you then. Bye.